Mm-hmm.
uh, group by field like salary.
Mm-hmm.
Then I use router
Mm-hmm.
and apply logic.
So, did you get it? Why did we check for only length?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is the purpose of checking for length in this logic?
Uh, if the values are same, then the count of values are more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
it will be the same.
Okay.
So and the if equal, then these are the unique values. So it will give the another route.
Okay. Okay. So
Then
maybe after this session, just try it out with maybe if you can apply any other logic. This is fine.
yeah.
Checking for the length is fine. Just see, I mean, look at the JavaScript functions or methods and see other than length, if you can use anything to segregate the values between the common and the different values. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, just try around, play around with your options.
Okay.
This looks fine, actually. Can you show me the data? Maybe you can just show it out in the manager or no worries. I mean, just validate it here. We'll take a look at it after JSON split. So these are having salary different.
Same salary.
Same. Okay. Okay. How many records have you identified? 1 second. Can you go to your left, right? Okay. Can you go down?
No, these are enough.
Only 6 records.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. And show me the second view. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you just scroll it down? Yeah. Keep it there and scroll it down. Okay. Yeah. It looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. You can stop your share. Uh, Abhishek, have you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second. Yeah. Can you share your screen and show me?
Yes. Is it visible?
Mm, yeah. You can just directly go to group by fields.
So I've selected the salary option here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And in the router?
The same length function.
Okay. So did you also get it? Why are we using the length here? I mean, why are we checking for only length? Why not any other thing?
Yes, because that's the ones which have same salary.
Mhm.
Length will be more than one.
Okay. Yeah. So the same task, I mean, as I said to Shashank as well. So
Mm-hmm.
try out for any other JavaScript methods that you can apply on the group. On the group, we have checked for length, right? That is fine. So just try it out and play around with the other methods if you can apply any other than this. This is fine. This is one way of doing. Just check in the methods and see if you can somehow segregate the values from same to different. Okay.
Rather than the length option.
Yeah. Other than the length option,
Okay.
maybe look for any other functions like length and see if you can apply those.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you show me the output of JSON splitter? Mm, can you go to your right? Yeah,
Uh,
it looks fine.
should I stop sharing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sushmita, you can share your screen.
Yes. Is it visible, sir?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I have done the same process,
Mm,
and the output was also exactly is the same way. But
mm.
I have a doubt, like everything was not grouping, sir. Like for suppose we have 2,200
Mm.
two times, sir,
Right.
and
Okay.
also 3,300 in two times, but they are not grouping
Yeah, that's a
here.
great match actually. There is something that I had to tell you, but uh, I just left it just for you to find it. I was
Yes.
I mean I was about to tell you in the today's session, but this is fine. So have you identified how many records you have identified like such?
Two records, I think.
Okay, there could be many, but you have identified two records like such,
Two, yes, sir.
right? So to everyone in the class, this is actually good find that have you seen your records? Have you seen your records in the second view that are they matching somehow or are they different completely? Um, to everyone, I mean Abhishek, Shashank, please check it out now in your second output view, whether you are seeing the same thing like Sushmita.
Yeah, I got the same thing like
Same thing,
Sushmita.
right?
Yeah.
And what about Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Okay, sure. Uh, Thanks, Sushmita. It's a good catch. I'll let you know what
Yes.
to do. Okay. Yeah, you can
And
stop your show. Yeah, yeah, please.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have tried by
Mm-hmm.
using a group by like
Mm-hmm.
single input.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same use case that you're speaking about or the other thing?
Yesterday's
Okay, the other one. Okay.
is
Mm-hmm.
well, it's throwing some errors.
Unable to parse JSON, right? Can
Yes.
you just close it out?
Yes.
Can you open pipeline execute? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is this underscore group? It should be dollar group because the value is coming from this is the parent pipeline, right?
Yes, sir.
So if it is a parent pipeline, value should be coming from the input.
Yes.
So it will be dollar group. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Run it out now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank
Yep.
you. Can I stop sharing,
Yeah, yeah.
sir?
You can stop sharing. Yeah. Manohari, can you have raised your hand? Just a second. Yeah. You can share your screen.
Yes, sir. Is it visible, sir?
No. Yeah, yeah. I can see now.
Yes, sir. The
Uh,
same, so as you said.
just a second. Sushmita, can you go on mute? Yeah. Okay. Do you see the
Salary.
same difference like Sushmita said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Only three values which were matched, like 2617 and 48. The others didn't come here, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Yeah.
maybe Maybe employee ID is first instance, like that did it came so. Like
Mhm.
the other is having 200 something so.
Mhm. That's not the actual reason. I'll let you know why it
Okay,
is
sir.
happening. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Can I
Okay.
stop sharing,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah, sure. And anyone else who has tried it? Anyone else? Okay. Let me share my screen. Let's just use the same project that we have done. This one, right? So what is that I have done yesterday? So I have used the dates, right? Now instead of dates, what I want now is the salary, right? The logic is same. There is nothing that I have to change out here. So if I see only 6 records, 2600 and something, and like the same way in salary section, what is the record you said, Sushmita? 2200?
3,300.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see that as well. So the reason for this is whenever you are sorting, whenever you are applying any grouping, okay, it's mandatory that, okay, remember that it is mandatory that first sort the values and then apply the grouping. What we have done here, what we have done, we have directly grouped it up, right? We have done a grouping on the requirement where the same salary should be going to the same route or a different destination from the different values, right? So without doing a sorting, when you do it, you will be able to see this sort of ambiguity in the response, because we see a couple of records, maybe a few records which has come to this way, but we still feel there are records that are coming to the different different section and has same salary, right? So in that scenario, what we have to do is we have to sort sort it based on the grouping field salary, maybe make it to ascending itself, and then because once we apply sorting, what will happen, it will sort all the values in an ascending order, right? And then now if we see, there are almost every record has came to this way. See, with 12,008 there are 2 records, 17,000 we have 2 records, the employee IDs are different. Earlier, there are only 6 records, but if you see now, it's almost every record here, right? Almost half of the records are here. Do you find it out? So the reason is, if you sort it out, the values will be in the order, even the duplicates come to the same, even the duplicates come to the same order, isn't it? If you see, after 11,000, 12,008. After one another, the duplicates came here, or the same salaried persons came here. Same with 17,000. So if you do the sorting, it will be easy for the group by field snap to identify the duplicate values or the common values. Then it can split it out and give us the exact result the way we want. Okay, we can directly use the group by fields, but the point is we will not be able to see the correct result, right? It's not showing us the correct result, correct, earlier. But now if you see the values, more than 6 values, I mean half of the values from are out of 50 records, there are around maybe 20-25 records or more than 25 records coming to this path which has same salary, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Just try it out in your use case as well. Just put the sort, then you will be able to see the result. So in the same way, for the yesterday's example, what I will do is I will perform the high date sorting, and then I use the same value here. Okay. And then let me see how many values it is giving me. Still, there are 4 records only, right? Even though I sort it out, there are only June 7th records only, right? Make sense? That's where we did not see any issue yesterday. But when you try it out with the numbers or the salary amount, you are seeing some issues. So things to remember, whenever you are using, it's not mandatory with the group by n. Sorry, it's not mandatory with the group by n, right? Group by n is grouping based on some number, but using group by fields, we are using a field, a specific field from the input to apply the grouping, right? Or convert the into array of objects based on some certain condition or based on some certain field value, right? Correct? So for
Yes.
that, for group by fields, we need to have the sort. Sort it out. It could be any order, ascending or descending order. The values will be in the order of the value that you want to use in the group by fields. One thing you need to remember, you should not use employee ID to sort here. The same value that you are using in the group by field should be used in the sorting also. Then only it will work. You have used different value in the sort, and then you have used different value in the group by fields, then it will not work. Okay, it should be sorted on the field that we are going to use in the group by fields, and then sort it out using the same field, then use the group by fields. Now, any questions? Okay.
So for
Yeah,
uh, so
please.
for numbers, it's always good to use short.
It's not only for numbers, even for characters also, strings. So strings will also sort, right, based on the starting letter or maybe sequence of letters in a string, right? So if it is Manoj and then Akash, so what will be the first record has Manoj and second record has Akash. The if I apply sorting ascending order, A will come first and then M will go next. So Akash records come first and then Manoj records will go second. It's not only with numbers, it is mandatory to use for every other field when you use group by fields.
Okay.
Okay. You
Yes.
can apply it in any order. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So likewise, like we are doing a group on a specific field. So if we want to apply, so question to you, can we get the sum of, sum of, okay, sum of salaries of employees? Let's say there are 50 employees, right? Not the complete sum. If the values are same, if here, if you are seeing that these are the same values, let me go and do it for the salary. Okay. So if I want to perform the sum of salaries which has same for each person or each employee, and if I want to perform something like this, so I have performed the logic to segregate the values from same to different, and then I am able to identify the values. But now if I want to apply the sum, I have to come here, right? I have to come here and I have to perform the sum operation somehow. I mean, after this snap, we could do something so that it will be summed up. Okay, something, I'm not sure. I mean, we can do something out of here wherein I can just get the sum of salaries of each. I mean, who has the same salary should be mapped out or summed out. So for those sort of scenarios, let's say for summing out or getting the count or something, Snaplogic has provided us with another snap called an aggregate snap. Aggregate. Okay, it works almost like the group by n, where we need to provide the group by fields like we are doing it in the fields section. We have to apply the group by fields, okay, on which field that we want to perform the operation. So for example, if I say the salaries should be done, the grouping should be done on the salary, and the salaries sum should be counted, then I'll be going to aggregate snap. What is the purpose of aggregate snap? Applies aggregate functions on input data by group by support. So group by support is nothing but it works almost like group by fields, wherein it will just divide them into groups, and along with that there is an additional functionality called aggregation. Aggregation, they have provided us with few methods here directly. If we want to understand what is the count of, okay, count of the same records that we have, okay, based on the employee, okay, then we will be getting that what will be the sum, what is the minimum amount of salary, what is the maximum amount of salary, what is the average salary, what if I want to concatenation is nothing but combination. I have told you in the first session or maybe couple of sessions after that, what is the concatenation? Concatenation is nothing but adding two strings, right? Adding two strings. We can also use plus operator for that. I have told you that. So concatenation, and then unique concat, right? Concatenation with uniqueness, in the sense it will just have the non-duplicated records and then apply the concat. I will not be going through each and every method here. You have to play around with, maybe I will just maybe show you till average or something. I will leave it this concat and unique concat with you. You will play around and you will let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So the purpose of aggregation, if you understand it clearly, with the help of group by support, in the sense it almost works like a group by field snap. Along with that grouping, what it will give us, the additional functionality, we will be able to get the count of records, sum of records, minimum record, maximum record, average record after those, concatenation and unique concat. Okay, this is it. It is there, they have given this integer mode also. If checked, it will be applied on the integers only. I mean, in the sense the field value should be an integer. Okay, if we are selecting a salary, even though it is giving us from the source output, it is giving us string, we have to convert that into a float, parse float or parse int. Using that, we have to convert it into an integer and then use it if we keep the integer mode. If I hover on this, it will give me the complete notes. See, the snap produces integer results rounded half up. Please note that input data can be mixed in integers and floating point numbers. So the point to be noted here is the value should be in an integer. Integer can be a non-floating value or a floating value. Floating value in the sense 123.00.01. After dot there will be two decimals that will be called as floating value, and that is also an integer. Okay, make sense, right? So for this
Yeah.
aggregation also, aggregate snap also, it is suggested that we have to use the sorting option and provide the same sorting option here. We can perform it on unsorted way, but the point is, like the way we have seen the discrepancies in the results while using the group by fields, it may be it may results in the same way. Okay, it is a suggestion from Snaplogic that we have to use the sorting whenever we use group by fields or aggregate snap. Okay, even when you are using join snap, okay, you are using join snap, right? So you are providing the left path and right path in the join snap. Whenever you are using the three types of snap operations that we have there in the join: inner join, left outer join, and outer join. It is a suggestion from Snaplogic that whenever we are trying to use any of these three type of snap operations or join operations, it is better that we use a sort before and then use the join, perform the join, so that one thing is it will reduce the memory consumption of the join, and then it will reduce the performance also. Performance in the sense the pipeline running time will be reduced or decreased, because we are sorting the values and we are not giving the direct result to the join. Before that we are sorting, so that joining the values for the join snap is easy, is easy for that, because if it is not sorted, it has to look out at the complete data set of the right view from left, and then look for the record and then perform the join. But let's say externally, if we do that sorting prior, then it is easy for the join snap. Not only for join snap, even for group by fields and aggregate snap, it is easy for them to identify and apply the logic that we have selected in that snap. It could be inner join or left outer join or outer join in the join snap. It could be some aggregation functions like average, minimum, maximum, count of values, and sum of values. It could be that, right? And in group by fields, for a specific condition, we do the sorting and then apply the certain logic. So don't worry about the merge operation. Merge does not require any sorting for that, because it's just adding one record to another record. That's it on the sequence. It is not gonna work. Even if we put sorting, it doesn't impact. Even if we don't have the sorting for the input records for the join, it doesn't make any sense, or even it does not show any impact. Okay, whenever you use any of these three options of inner, left outer, and outer join, it is a suggestion or a mandatory that you keep in mind that you have to use sort before that, and the sorting field should be the same value that you are using in the join snap or group by field snap or aggregate snap. Okay, make sense? Now let's go and use it and see some POC with the aggregate snap, like we have done it for the group by fields. Let me go ahead and say aggregate. Okay, I will take the same values. I'm using the same values. Okay. So we have seen the sorted order based on salary. Okay. Now let's go and apply aggregate. Aggregate. Okay. What is the group by field that I want to apply? On which field do I need to? Do I want to apply grouping? I will show you a result without grouping. Okay. Without grouping also we can do it. It is not mandatory that we have to use the group by fields every time. Without group by also we can do it. So I want to perform sum on the salary, right? What should be the result field? Sum, salary sum, salary sum. Okay. I am applying ascending order. Okay. And then do it. Then if we see the result, what is the salary sum? What it has done? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me what this group, aggregate snap has done it now? I have applied the sum on the salary. So what it has done?
It sum the all the salaries
Right.
of the
Correct. So without taking any condition, because we have not specified anything in the group by fields, what it has done is I have taken the salary column. Correct. So what it has done, it has just accumulated all the values, okay, and summed up and given us the sum of values, right? Because this is the way I have mentioned. So let's say if I want to apply another function on the same salary count, salaries count. Okay, let's go and see what it will do. Why it has given 50 here?
Those many number of records from the input.
Yeah. So there are 50 records and there are 50 records of salaries as well, right? Even though we perform salaries count, as we have not provided any grouping logic there, what it has done? It has given us the count of all the records and sum of all the records. Make sense? Make sense? Now let's go and apply, okay, the grouping. Let me just validate it once. So my logic here is I want to perform, okay, I want to perform or I want to have salary of each employee, okay, reiterating the requirement. I want the salary of each employee to be summed up. In the sense, I want to perform the sum operation of each employee. Can I do that? Yes, I can do that. How can I do that? I have to use the updated or aggregated employee ID. So now, if I see the result, it has failed. Data does not confirm the specific order ascending. Snap failed unexpectedly and did not provide reason. And resolution also they are giving. Use the sort snap to sort the input document correctly or properly. Why it was doing? I have applied the sort snap already. See, there is a sort snap. Why it is still failing? Any sense in this to anyone? Why it is failing?
Because we have applied to the salary column, not the employee.
Okay, let's go and apply for the employee ID also now. Okay, so now what should be the result? What it has done? Can someone tell me? Why there is this 42,800, 24,800 for employee ID 100, employee ID 101, there is this 17,000, employee ID 102, there is this 17,000, but for only 100, there is this 24,000, and there is this empty space. Have, without employee ID having 42,800. So let's debug one after another. Okay. Let's go and see the output of the sorts now. What we have done here, what have we done? We have applied the logic on employee ID, the sorting operation on employee ID and salary, right? Sorting should be performed on the combination of employee ID and salary, right? So if there is this null safe access or null safe access or null greater than as specified, let's say I have taken this out, I have put it out. Let's see the result of this. Okay, so basically whenever there is a sorting operation applied, and if we want to take the nulls to the first place, what we do is we will put the null greater than option, right? This is the purpose of null greater than, right? Non-null value should be considered after the null value. So that is the purpose of null greater than. So now what is the result? The sorting option is given here. The employee IDs having nulls are coming up only because we have, even though we have not selected this null greater than, why the null values are coming? Whenever we click that null greater than, then only null value should be coming up or empty value should be coming up at first, right? Otherwise it should not be coming. But what have we done? Consider employee ID along with salary, then apply the sorting. So we have applied sorting on two fields. So if we see, the salaries are sorted in the order, yes or no? Till spaces, the salaries are sorted. See, 2,600, 3,110, 4,800, 6,000, 83, 8,300, 9,000 and 9,000. So if you see the 100 number, it is taken 24,000. Why it has taken 24,000? It's because that we said consider employee ID first and then consider the salary second, right? It is sorting based on employee ID first. It is giving 100 first and then looking for salary, right? Let's say if there are two employee IDs, same employee IDs, 100 and 100, and both of them has different salaries. First, it will give 100 and 100, and then it will give 17,000 first and then 24,000 first. That will be the result. Are you able to understand? So in the sorting order, what I said, consider employee ID first and then consider the salary second. So in that case, what it will do, it will just put the values in the sorting order in the employee ID, and then it will check along with the salary if there are multiple employee IDs, and then the values are 24,000, and for example, consider this as 100 and 100. Okay, the values are 24,000 and 17,000. Okay, in that manner, what it will do is it will put 17,000 first and then 24,000 second, because there are same values. Sort snap has ordered this and then came to this, and it will order second. So one after another. Oh, I have came to this. So one after another, it will perform the operation based on the sorting fields. Let's say, let's see how it will behave. I will put, if I put the salary first, if I put the salary first and then employee ID second, let's see how it will behave. Don't worry about the aggregate. So if you see, employee ID has come, 204 has come. I mean, the last value or something, some order it has come. See, these are not in a ordered way. 204, 114, 108. They have come in some different order. But if you see salaries, right? If you see them from 1,000, it has come 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 17,000, and 17,000, and then 2,100, because it has considered the employee ID as well, right? You cannot confirm which order it will come, if you take this sort of scenarios. So suggestion is that whenever you have to do the sorting, it's better you keep it to single sorting, but there is a chance, there are 50 to 60% chances, more than half of the chances you have to perform logic based on two or multiple values on the sorting order. Then keep it in mind that identify the unique column. Okay, identify the unique column first, apply that at the first place, and take the second values next. Okay, even though if we want to put the we want to perform the salary, but what is the unique column here? Employee ID. Then keep the or take the employee ID first, and then look for the other values or other values that you want to perform. Okay, so that's where I have taken the employee ID, because that is the unique column that is coming up from source. Okay, and if I see the result, null values has come up, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Almost 8 records here, correct? Or 7 records. 7 records with empty employee ID, in the sense there is no employee ID for them, like Alexander, Pat, William, Daniel. These records does not have employee ID, right? What will be the sum of these 7 values? It is 42,800. That is what it is doing. So here, aggregate snap, in the aggregation, what we have done, we have asked, or customer has given a requirement that I want sum of salaries, right, based on each employee. If there are multiple employees having same employee ID, in real time, that is not at all possible, right? That is not at all possible, because employee ID is a unique column, right? So for example, if you are in a college or school, will you have your roll number same to the other person? No, right? The same with the employees also. If you have joined in one of the company, you will be given a unique number that will be different from every others. There will be no unique records common to most of the people. No, it will not happen. That is not the real time scenario. That's not at all possible. But I'm just showing you an example right? Based on the employee ID, we have done some preparation, and then in the real time, it is not possible because we will not get the duplicate records. But in our early session, what we have done is we have removed the employee ID to check the data validations using routers, right? We have performed something there. So that's where we have got this set of records. That's when the Snap is able to sum all these records. If you see, the next records came as is. If you see, the next records came as is. So 100 record has 24,000, right? 101 has 17,000, 102 has 17,000. Likewise, the other records has same as is. It does not come or multiplied. But if you see, there is null values in employee ID. That's where it has summed up all the values. That is what my requirement also here, right? Whenever there is an employee, I want the sum of salaries of the employee, right? Right? So if I talk about the real-time scenario now, we cannot perform the employee ID, grouping based on employee ID, right? But I can perform the grouping based on employee name, correct or not? Because Manoj will be there everywhere, right? In my same project itself, maybe in the company itself, you can see multiple people having name as Manoj, right? Or maybe Abhay or something else, right? So ID can be unique so that I cannot apply my grouping logic. But what if I have used the other column, which is first name? Okay, let me just use the first name. I will just sort it on based on my first name. Okay, and then apply the sorting. And then if I see, first names has come in some order: A, then B, and D, G, H, I, J, likewise, right? If I apply grouping based on first name, I will give as aggregated employee name. Okay, it is not integer, so we'll not click on the integer. So we have seen the result of sort already. What is the sum here? Adam, people having a name of Adam has the salary sum of 8200 or 8200. People having a name as Alexander has the salary of 12,100. Let's take a look at the Alexander. Okay, let's just search it out and see. So Alexander should be here. See, there are two Alexanders. 9,000 plus 3,100. What is the result? 12,100. It has done that, 12,100. Okay, let's go and look at some other values, maybe which has high values. Maybe Herman. Let's see what is the value of Herman. Oh, 10,000 directly. What can I look at? Where can I look at? Oh yeah, let's go and look at James. What should be the value? 4,900, because there are two names with James. Let's go and look at James. See, 4,900. Make sense? Are you able to understand? Questions?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me remove this salary now. I will only perform the logic on first name. Let's just understand ourselves that whether is it able to do it properly or not, right? So it has applied the first name logic, and then it has, yeah, it has done the aggregation also. But I have not performed the salary sum here. I mean, salary in the sense the sorting order. Why it has given me the result properly? I mean, this is the correct result. It is not showing me anything wrong. Even James value, let's go and look at James, 4,900. Yeah, 12,100. These two records we have already checked. So these two are coming properly. What is the, I mean, even though I have not kept the salary here, why was it able to give me the proper value or the correct value? Can someone answer? If you understand the aggregate snap correctly, it is easy for you. Anyone? Any thoughts? Maybe just try it out. You may not have the correct answer. Try it out. What could be the reason?
Sir, could
Any?
you repeat the question?
I have put the salary earlier, right? And I am doing the logic. But now I have removed the salary from the sorting order, but still it has worked. So why did it work? As I said, the values that we are using in the snap should be sorted, should be used in the sorting order. But now I have not used it. I have not used it at all. Even though it has worked and it has given me the proper result, the correct result, as I said. So what is the, I mean, what is happening behind? Does anyone able to identify what is happening?
But sir, we start with ID, sir, na, sir?
Yeah, but
Employee
we are
ID.
using salary also. In this field, I want the sum of salaries, but on first name. But I am performing sorting only on first name. It is giving me the results properly. Okay, let me clarify. So, one thing you need to understand is what is happening in the group by fields. If you see this snap, whatever the fields we are trying to perform the grouping logic, those has to be sorted out, right? Correct or not? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in the same order, as I said, aggregate snap is almost same, but it has provided us some other functions to understand it better way. So what is the aggregation option here in this snap? This group by field section, right? The field section where we are performing the grouping logic is this. So in this case, you have to remember one thing is you need to perform, or you only need to perform sorting on the group by fields. You don't need to worry about the values that you are passing or looking at the aggregation. Okay, even that is same with the group by fields also. Okay, wherever you have a column, and let's say you have not used this group by fields, you do not require the sort at all. Do you require the sort at all? No, because we are directly performing the sum on the salary. It could be in any order, right? We don't require. Yes or no? Even if you don't do the sorting option, will it give you the correct result or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes.
So let me just, I'll just remove this. Okay. What is the sum of salaries that we have seen earlier? 3 lakhs something, 3 lakhs 9,116, right? Have it given me the sum, exact sum, correct or not? Because it doesn't require to be in a sorting order if you are performing the whole sum, is it or not? Alex can be anywhere, Alexander can be anywhere. I don't require to be there in the correct format. I don't want them to be in a sorting order. I just want to perform a bulk sum. a blind sum from first record to last record. I want to perform the sum of all numbers. That's it. So do I require them to be in a sorting order? No. But whenever we apply grouping, okay, whenever we apply grouping, okay, what grouping will do? It will just try to have a group of or array of JSON objects based on the field that we have provided. So group of Adams, group of Alexanders, group of Manoj, something like that it will perform. So to have that grouping in a perfect way, we need a sort. We need a sort to be performed on the group by fields, right? That's where I am doing it only on first name. I don't bother about the second value or the value that I am using there in this, and then it is giving me the perfect result. You can provide the order, I mean you can provide the salary also, but it will not show any impact, right? But in the aggregation, let's say you want to perform grouping based on, let me just validate this once, grouping based on first name and the last name. Then what you have to do? I will add the last name, aggregated last name. I will just say first name. Okay. In this case, the last name should also be added in this, in the same order that we have kept it there. If the first name is first, the sorting also should be in the same order, first name first and second name last name second, and then perform in the ascending order. And then now if you see the results, if we see the results, so it is giving me the sum of all the employees based on first name and last name. Earlier, if you understand correctly, properly, Alexander has given us 12,100, right? Because we have performed the sum operation on only first name. Now we are considering first name and last name. What it will do is, it will check for the multiple records having same first name and last name, then only it will apply the sum. If I only select Alexander, I mean first name, Alexander has 12,100 if we see the earlier result. But now, as we have performed the aggregation based on both first name and last name, what it is doing is, it was giving me the result of two values, because the last name is different here. The last name is not same. If we are performing the aggregation or grouping on multiple fields in this, the values having both of them same, then only it will come to here as a single value. Like Alexander Hunold should be there multiple times somewhere in the records, then only it will sum up, or it will give me the salaried sum. Any questions? First name is and last name both are different for multiple employees. Their first name is same, right? Last name is different. There could be many people having Manoj as a first name, but their last name will be different. Many people having last names will be different, right? Yes or no? So in that sense, if I perform aggregation or grouping logic based on first name and last name, then that will be a unique combination. Based on unique combination, you cannot perform the sum. There should be a duplicate values, then only we can apply the aggregation. It could be sum, it could be count, or it could be anything. Let me know if you have any questions on this. I mean, we have discussed a lot about this aggregate. So I am just taking time to explain you this because group by n, group by fields, aggregate. These are as important as join, union, router, filters, mappers. So these are the frequent snap that we use basically for every purpose, most of the purpose to build a pipeline, right? Source and destinations may change, but this transform and flow type of snaps, right? These snap types will be used most frequently between different source systems and different target systems. There is no, there could be any source and target, but we will be using these snaps to apply logic on the data. There could be any source, but the data will be data, right? Raw data will be in a columns format or in a JSON format, right? We don't necessarily worry about what is source and what is target, but we try to understand the basic logic of other types of snaps. You know, the transform and the flow type are the major snaps that we need to understand, because that's where we apply the major logic. Likewise, there are few snaps that we basically use most of the times, or frequent usage of these snaps. So there are few snaps like group by n, group by fields, aggregate snap, okay, unions, mappers, routers, filters, right? Likewise, there are some set of snaps that we use frequently, and you will be seeing them in every other pipeline, right? In your real-time scenario. So that's where I'm just taking you multiple fields and single field. I'm showing you different examples, and I'm taking time also to let you understand. If you're not able to understand it now, just let me know. I'll just reiterate things. I hope you got it. Doing the grouping and sorting on single field and multiple fields, how it will behave the aggregation when you have unique values and the duplicate values. If there are duplicate values or same values having same name that we applied in the group by fields, then it will sum up. It will not sum up if the values are unique. Grouping is nothing but it will group based on the duplicate or the same records. If you understand it clearly, same records will be grouped out and then perform sum or count or minimum, something like that. Any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. Kunal, as we are sorting on the unique fields,
Hmm.
so what if
And
we
not
have
only unique fields. That unique thing is different. Here, first name is not unique, last name is not unique, right?
but
We can
there
we
are
can perform sorting on anything when you are applying multiple fields. Okay, try to make one thing one field as unique. If you are performing a join or something, that's where the combination is. It is not mandatory that the values in
mm,
the sort path should be unique. No, first name is not unique, last name is not unique. Yeah,
okay. Right.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's go and look at the other options we have. For the same combination, let's try out and see. For the same combination, let's try out and see what is the record count. If you see, it has given me all ones. Why it has given me all ones? Is the same logic like sum, but it has given me all ones. Why? It's
Sir,
because
here count the each implies, sir.
it's because that every record is unique here, isn't it? With this combination, there is only one record, so that count is 1. With this combination, there is only one record, so that count is 1. With this combination, there is only one record, because of that the count is 1. Let's go and take only first name, then apply the count. We'll see now. Can anyone guess the output? Maybe just a random guess. Okay.
Same name, sir. Same name with a count, sir. Increase maybe.
Yes, right, correct. So if there are same names, see, the count has become 2. What it is showing, in the complete 50 records, there are 2 records with Alexander as first name. That's where it is giving me the count. Make sense? Maybe let me just give you this sum also, then you will understand it clearly. Salary, salary, sum. Okay, I am trying to get the count and sum of employees based on first name, right? So if you see Alexander, there are 2 records and their sum, combination of their sum is 12,100. Likewise, if I go down, say there is this James. James record has 2 times, or person with having James are 2, and their sum is 4,900. Likewise, John 10,900. Likewise, Michael 15,900. Let's go and see for Michael here. Okay. GHIJK. See, Michael, couple of times 1300, 13,000 plus 2,900, 15,900 something. Where is this Michael? See, 15,900. And the count it is showing is there are 2 employees having same name and their salaried sum is 15,900. People having Michael as a name, okay, as a first name, as the sum or the salary having 15,900. And their count, how many employees are there with the same name? 2. If there are 3, then it will count, then count will be become 3. If there are 4, count will become 4. Likewise. Make sense? Likewise,
Yes, sir.
Stephen. So if I go and check for the result of Stephen, where is this Stephen? Oh, Stephen. See, 24,000 plus 2,200. A total of 2 records only. The sum is 26,200. See, and the count is 2. Any questions on the aggregate snap? Are we able to identify the difference between group by fields and the aggregate now? How it will behave?
Yes.
By increasing the number of fields in the group by, right, the uniqueness will increase, then the count or maybe sum will not be performed, because values should be in a duplicated manner, then only a sum will work or a count will work. It's like the values having the same record set should be provided to the aggregate snap, then only maybe some, maybe count or something can be performed, right? Likewise, there are minimum, maximum, right? Task to you is apply these two functions, okay, in the aggregate snap, and write them to 2 different destinations having people having minimum salary to the one. There should be employee first name and the salary combination, okay. People having low salary should go to the one destination, people having less salary should go to the another destination.
Okay, sir.
Okay, take a benchmark. Maybe people having salary less than 5,000 should go to one batch. You know, greater than 5,000 should go to the another batch. You can do it without aggregate also. Okay, without aggregation option also, you can do that, the task I have given you, but do it that way. Along with that, try to use minimum and maximum if you can do it or not. I'm not sure. I'm just randomly giving you some task. Okay, I don't have that in mind, and even I don't know the solution also. Okay, you try it out and let me know if it is possible or not. You have to use max, min, these two functions. Okay, and then try to get the maximum and minimum values. Try to use two different aggregate snaps, or maybe I'm not sure how you do it. Okay, don't worry about it. Maybe we can try it out in the next session if you are not able to get it, but try it out. If possible, we'll try to discuss in the tomorrow's session. If not, we'll discuss it somewhere later, but try it out using those two. I mean, take some benchmark of 5,000. Okay, and try to get minimum values less than 5,000 and greater than values less than 5,000.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, here the aggregation field, we see the unique contacts
I said
option.
that, right? I mean, you have
Yeah.
to go and look concat and unique concat, do your
Concat, concat means I
analysis.
know, sir, but unique concat.
Yeah, do your analysis, go and search for this, come to me
Yes.
with the questions. This is to
Okay.
you,
Okay.
I mean, a task to you. That concat, you already know what it is, but unique concat,
Yes.
you go to the Google and you can search it out. You will be able to get some answers, but come back to me with questions, then only I'll let you know what it is actually. The
Okay. Okay.
basic purpose of aggregation. What is the purpose of aggregation? I told you already, right?
Yes. Yes.
But what do you need to know? You have to get me the things. I mean, the concatenation and unique concat. Just let me know once you've done your research, then we will discuss it further. Maybe in the tomorrow session itself, just let me know what you have learned about this unique concat and concat, these two options. We'll discuss that. Okay. See, I'm taking time
Okay.
to explain one snap per session these days only because these snaps are important. Group by and group by fields, aggregate, right? These will be grouping the number of records and then splitting out, right? Then we are splitting those records into multiple things, right? So just make sure the time we are spending, because these are few of the important snaps that we are going to use in every other pipeline that we build in future, right? We may require to do this as well. Okay, make sense? Any questions? The task
No, sir.
also, you can do it without aggregate snap also, but try it out with aggregate snap. Somehow you can do it, maybe by using the aggregate snap, right? Without doing it without using aggregate snap, also try it out. I mean, there are two ways, one with aggregate snap and other with non-aggregation, like without using the aggregate snap at all. Give me the two solutions tomorrow, right? Okay, take the
Okay, sir.
benchmark of 5,000, send values above 5,000 to one destination, less to other destination, something like that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah, by this I'll take a halt. Let me know if you have any questions. Maybe
Hello.
from this. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, Bilal, yeah, you can.
Yes, sir. You say two same employee name and two times salary count.
Right?
You mean two same employee name
Mm-hmm.
after
So
two
the
times salary count?
count is 2 because employee names are 2. 2 in the sense 2 employees
Hmm.
having same name. That's where the count is 2. And after that, if you see the next column is sum, they have summed up, the aggregate snap has summed up those 2 values.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
And three employee same name, so three times.
Yeah, if you have multiple employees, the count will also increase, not only 3, it will increase.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other questions to anyone? Maybe not only on this, any of your previous questions. We still have 6 minutes left, so we can use this 6 minutes to maybe question or answer your questions about anything before. Okay, if not, I think Prashant, we can wind it up.
Okay. Thank you, team. Thank you, Manish.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.